Hi and welcome back on a bit of a glorious but windy day up in the east nuke of Fife. We're going for a wild camp. I've got the wee one. I'm going to try and include Audrey a little bit more on this adventure. She's a big part of our family. She's a wee dog with a big character. I'm currently up in Anstruther, and this is like an old outdoor swimming pool. Anstruther and St Andrews, Ely, Crail, St Mon, all up the coast used to be full of outdoor swimming pools, and you can see across to May Island, across to North Berwick. There's Berwick Law away in the distance. Absolutely beautiful part of the country. Blessed to be here, blessed to be enjoying this absolutely beautiful place. So lucky, and I'm so chuffed to be sharing this with you today. So we're going to crack on. We're going to do some of the coastal path, a few miles. There's some caves. We're going to get a fire on, got a bit of steak to cook again. So sit back, relax, hopefully enjoy some good scenery and some good footage, and thanks again for joining me today. Yeah, just some really interesting rock formations and paintings, drawings, carvings, and a nice saltire flying high, proud in the sky. Again, leave no trace, so we need to be educating the young people to tidy up after them, but yeah, stunning, nice little cave. So the path starts pretty well down at the 4th bridge and meanders right along Fife, right along the coast of Fife, places through Ely, Pittenwee, Anstruther, St Monans, Crail, right along the northern end of Fife down to St Andrews, and I think the path pretty well goes all the way around to the Tay Bridge. So this has been a favourite stretch of mine up here. I've got aunties that lived in Crail, friends that live in Anstruther. We're down here quite a lot on holiday, chilling out, and so we're going to have an explore of these caves. Most of these caves were resided in for hundreds of years. Obviously they're not now, but they've been habitated over the years. Nice Scottish thistle at the entrance. So we'll have a gander. All the erosion looks like we're out in Arizona or somewhere. Absolutely spectacular. Arizona. Go on. I'm hoping to get a pitch somewhere, maybe over here or something. And I had thought about maybe trying to put a wee fire on in here, but I'm not sure. Wow, that's stunning. It's been a while since I've been in, and just eroded by the wind and the rain and the sea. But you can see, go on in. Is that a more dead skin in there? Fur. Go on, you're gonna go through? Come on. Go on. Let's watch the animal. You can see there's been a decent bit of activity, but now you could sleep in here easy. I'm going to try and find a pitch somewhere around about, but we'll explore the caves later on. Wow, what a find. So you could imagine people living in here, fishing, lots of good fishing to be done on the Fife Coast. Stunning. Okay, I think we've found our pitch. There's some nice little bits of quite flat grass here. We've got some driftwood. I'm not sure how high the tide will come. I'm going to chuck a wee fire here. It doesn't look like it ever goes up onto the grass, so I'm not expecting any crazy high tide, but we'll put the tent as far back so we've got a decent bit of distance. And so I'm going to crack on with the fire. Audrey's had a wee bit of supper, a nice big drink and some food, so she'll start to zone in. Yeah, just really nice to get away again. It's been tough again, just another hard week at work, and everyone working really hard, supporting people with drug and alcohol issues. And unfortunately this week a couple of my friends lost parents. I don't think COVID related, but to lose your mum and to lose your dad, it's always really hard. So I guess tonight for me is quite poignant, you know, the kind of mental health stuff, the stigma, the talking about issues, feelings, you know, maybe particularly for guys, I don't know, I think everyone struggles at times, but getting sort of better at talking about your feelings, and especially around loss. I mean, you know, we're all going to lose people that we love dearly. I lost my mum 3 years ago, and you know, you think about them every day. It's hard. Learning to live without people that you love, it's definitely hard. And I guess a shout out for Hayes Outdoors. I know he's about to do a massive challenge without any shoes on, a 3-peak challenge with bare feet, to raise awareness and to challenge stigma. So good on you, Hayes. Check his YouTube channel out, Hayes Outdoors. He's a good lad, doing good stuff to raise awareness and to challenge stigma, so all for that. So yeah, so tonight about getting some space. It's my first coastal Wildcamp with a wee one, so looking forward to it. I'm going to get the fire on. I'll get you back, we'll spark up the fire. There's always something really satisfying about actually getting a fire going. So I've got a couple of wee cotton wool balls which I put on a different video. So, but listen, we're here, we're going to have a little look back at the caves, maybe get a wee swim in the morning. I'll see. There's a sea swimming pool along in the next wee village which will be Baltic cold, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm feeling that adventurous tonight, but we're going to cook some nice steak, we're going to fry up some potatoes, we've got some wee bits and pieces, so we're just going to kick back a little bit, chill out. The sun's shining, it's not raining, it's not too windy, so all good. I'm just chopping up some potato an onion, got my olive oil, get a good bit of olive oil in there. I've got my salt and pepper, freshly ground ob, and so we're just going to get that moving a little bit, just on the edge of the fire there. We'll get that sizzling and I'm going to start looking at the steak now. So we are cooking with gas or driftwood. Superb. We've got a nice sirloin steak and some fried potato and onion. Superb, yummy. The great thing about being outdoors, I've forgotten a kind of spatula for moving the frying pan food, so we'll just quickly fashion one out of driftwood. It's clean, you could always dip it in the fire, but to be honest with you, if you take off the outer couple of layers, you're going to end up with really clean internal wood. So this will do to move about the. I'll just take that end off. It just gives you a little bit of a flat working surface. So again, my handy Swiss Army knife, which is really good. Audrey, just sit there and chill, yeah. Just pop that end off. And then that's nice and clean. The Swiss Army knife, it's not, I'm going to eventually, maybe for my Christmas, get one of these really nice bushcrafting knives, but to be honest with you, for my purpose, this is really kind of perfect. So let's have a look at how we're getting on. Okay, it's getting nice and hot. You can always put a bit more olive oil in there. It's looking good. I'm going to add a little bit more oil. Because I won't need really any oil in the steak. Just fry them up lightly. Nice. Take our time with that. Now we can start looking at the steak. It's nice and hot. Yes, sir, certainly hot enough. It's a good start. I'm in a bit of a routine now. I land, focus on the fire and the food, and then we kind of get away the land, and we'll get a pitch later on. And I think she's getting much more used to the outdoor life. She just keeps a wee lookout, but she's getting the hang of kind of being out. She's a bit of a kind of indoors dog, but this is our third little solo, so loving it, loving being outside, loving being in the fresh air and the sunshine. So I've got a really supportive wife who lets me enjoy some of this important sort of time as well, so much appreciated to April. Love her to bits, loving the family to bits, all the kids. I'm absolutely blessed, and I think sometimes when you get distance, you can reflect on what you've got as well. It actually makes you appreciate what you do have even more. So loving it, really nice and chilled. I'm going to focus on the steak now. You'll like this little device that I've rigged up. So you'll see copper wire with a barbecue grill. Pretty modified and a bit windy first go, which as Richard Outdoors would say is always a bit of a kind of prototype, and we're learning as we go. But the idea is there, and I'm quite pleased. Lovely bit of sirloin steak. We'll use my implement to steady. In fact, that's going to... Okay. Need to muck about a little bit, but in principle that is going to flame grill, and those are looking fabulous. Yep, that's gonna. It's a wee bit of. It's a wee bit of a kind of stone pyramid. It's a wee bit precarious, but it's going to flame grill, and if it's as nice as it was last week, I'm going to be well chuffed. Well chuffed. Yeah, looking good. So I'm going to perfect this. It's lightweight to carry. That was my objective. Really lightweight, and the steak over the flame like that. Turn it both sides, but a minute a bit on both sides, and let it sit. Absolutely yummy. So yep, we are on track. I'm well chuffed with that. That steak is yummy, and the view is spectac. Chuffed with that. It's a bit of an engineering sort of masterpiece. We need to work at that, but generally pretty impressed. Very lightweight, easy to carry. It's just the grill of a barbecue and some copper wire, and I'll work on this, but that's just engineering, raw engineering. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'll put a bit of chilli sauce in the potato, bit of salt and pepper. Bingo. Let's have a little look-see. Good having detox wipes with as well. Apologies if it's windy. We're right on the sea. Looking forward to getting a wee bit of blustery coastal. Audrey, don't go far. So we've got sirloin and potato, and to be honest with you, I'm probably just going to tear into that. Because that on a fire that's not funny. That is not funny. That is serious. That is seriously good food. Oh yeah. Now you are talking. I mean, really? Sirloin steak, fried potato, red onion, bit of chilli sauce, salt and pepper, with May Island, Bash Rock, and then right across to Berwick Law. I mean, can you get any better than that? That's what I'm talking about right there. Get out, guys. Honestly, soul food, yummy food, soul food. Fire's going nice. We'll sit there, get some more wood, chop them a little steak cooker, and chop them a potato. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as me. Hope that sun's not too bright. Actually, it's right getting low, so I'm going to munch up on my scran. Catch you in a minute. Tonight's trip was to try and get to know Audrey a little bit better, eh? Oh no, you don't. You don't get sirloin steak, do you? Does she get sirloin? Oh. Does she get sirloin steak? For coming out with her dad on adventures. Do you get Audrey? Do you do paw? Oh, double paw. Double paw or what? Watch. You've been a good girl. Well, you I think you deserve a nice bit of sirloin steak, don't you? Come round here. Come round here. Sit down. Okay. Hang on, hang on. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Chew it up properly. Oh. Okay. She doesn't really ever get sort of meat at home, but I think she deserves a nice treat. Oh, you like that? We get a nice drink of water now, Audrey. That was a nice big bit, mainly fat, but it's juicy and succulent. I'm going to get the Bialetti on for a little lavazza, like you do, and I'm just going to share a little bit of this with you guys. Wowzer. Honestly, see if you find a pitch and the night goes as well as this, which it did the last couple of times, you're absolutely laughing. You know, it's a wee bit stressful getting all your clubber together and getting out and so on and blah blah blah, but once you're actually out and you're moving and you're here and you're in the zone, it is absolutely fantastic. Followed by a freshly brewed coffee out of the Bialetti. The stovetop actually works really well on the fire. It's surprisingly robust, a little bit bulky and heavy, but for the purposes of local Wildcamp coffee after dinner, coffee in the morning, and I've still got my 7-Up to have as well, so it's all good. Welcome back. That's the tent up. Bit more firewood, big things. Let's pull it out. The great thing about doing kind of fires and stuff on the beach is that I know the tide's going to come up. There's nothing flammable here, so I love having fires on the beach like this. She's nice and chill. are you? You good? Oh, she's loving it. I've got the tent up, so nice and far away from the fire. Always really kind of anxious. So this is the Vango Nevis 200. Audrey, come here. And you've got a back door and a front door, which you can get a beautiful view right out in the morning. So absolutely blessed, loving it. A couple of kind of walkers by on the coastal path, but I think it's going to be a quiet night, which is superb. It's me and her. Gets dark, get the fire on. Some nice little birds flying about and stuff. The wind's dipping, which is great, but we'll see. We're quite exposed here. This is the 4th estuary, so Edinburgh will be over there. So the wind tends to go up and down. And yeah, I mean, last summer we saw shoals of dolphins swimming up here. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, it's all good. And there's a little ruin along the path a little bit. I'm going to go and explore that in a minute and take the camera, so I'll check you in. But pleased with the little Nevis 200 by Vango. It's really easy to set up, which is fabby. It literally just flies up, so it's pretty stress free, which is what you want. £70, you kind of go wrong. It's good stuff. Good Scottish brand as well, you can't go too wrong with that. So it's all good. But listen, I won't ramble, because the first time I made a video it went on a little bit, so I'm determined to keep my little vids a bit shorter. So, but yeah, really keen to get more than 30 subscribers, so tell a mate and your family to subscribe to Dave Does Outdoors if you can, because I'm a long way away from 100, let alone 1,000. So, but we'll get there, and it's not about how many folk are subscribing. Easy for you to say, or liking. It's more just a reason to get out into the outdoors and experience time like this by yourself. It's absolutely proper soul food. Really nice. It's definitely worth pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and getting out into the fresh air. It's been really nice to focus a little bit on Audrey today. Having a dog has been like amazing. We had a wee dog called Daisy who passed away just when she was like 4 from a kidney infection, which was really distressing. Good few years ago now. We've had Audrey for about 3 years, and just a real little companion. And she's a Jackadoodle, so she's part Jack Russell, part poodle. So she's got that sort of terrier feistiness. She doesn't molt because she's a poodle, and she's just the cutest little girl. We've called her Audrey after my wife April's mum, who passed away sadly over 10 years ago. So fitting to have something so cute to remember April's mum by as well, who was a proper angel. So she's just chilling. We're going to go for a little wander. There's a heron flying across the rocks. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Kind of halfway down to Crail along the coastal path. Beautiful little cottage. There must have been some farming, little kind of outcrop. There's another building just kind of tucked in the grass there. there's something about getting away and being alone. I don't know if it's to do with the pandemic or just our pace of life or a combination of everything, but I'm just sitting here listening to the waves, looking at the fire, bonding with little Audrey, and it is so peaceful and serene. It's like it's proper soul food. That's me going to be turning in soon, guys. Wanted just to make a big shout out to one of my besties across in the States, Mike. Thinking about everyone across there just now. I think they're going through a really hard time. I think here in Scotland certainly we're kind of moving on, which is really good, but yeah, my thoughts are with a lot of the people across in America and anyone else that's been affected by COVID. So yeah, it's been a difficult time. Certainly we're all just trying to find our way through it and get out the other side. So yeah, I just wanted to say hi to Mike and his family. Hope you're all well, and I know you'll be dying to get across to this neck of the woods soon enough. So yeah, take care, and I'll see you all in the morning.
Morning, folks. That's back at 6, so probably get a brew on, and she's still quite chill.
One of the really good things about the Vango Nevis, and I think the Banshee's the same, you've got a double door, so you can access the kind of, if you're sleeping with company, then you have a door each, which is great at night. You don't need to climb over each other. So you've got a back door with not much porch. So if you've got somebody sleeping here, they can exit to use the toilet, whatever, at night. Tiny bit of space, but not really usable on this side. But then you've got the other door on this side, which is your main porch space, which is adequate. I've got a big bag, etc, etc, all gets in. I mean, it'd be tight with two, but it's a good starter tent. I mean, it cost me £70. Nothing's really gone wrong in it, and again, no condensation, which is brilliant. For 2 people it would be really tight, but doable. So I'm just going to get the tent down. Just wanted to show you that because it's a really nice feature of the Vango Nevis 200. Little flat mark where the tent was. I've chucked away the stones. The water will come in and wash all that away anyway, but left minimal trace. It's well out. Nothing. It went out by about 11 last night. This has to be one of the real highlights of the trip, was the cave structures down. There's loads of these outdoor swimming pools along the coast up here, and they get the water, the tide comes in, fills them up. That is excellent. What a way to start your day after a night up on the coast at the caves. The fire, that is fresh. Cold, North Sea, mid-July, setting some goals. Wow, that was excellent. I'm going to get dried. We're going to take a little bit more footage. Fabi, loving it. Absolutely loving it. Might take another couple of lengths, but I'm running out of battery, so I'll switch you off there. Fabi. Well, we're finishing today's video at Crail Harbour. Here, Audrey, come here. With this little guy, Audrey. We've been spending a bit more time getting to know her on the videos, which has been great. She's a proper little soulmate, little companion, and she's been enjoying getting out. She was really settled last night in the tent, settled by the fire. So yeah, listen, thanks for tuning in again. It's been an absolute privilege to create another little video for folk to hopefully enjoy at home. And I hope everyone's keeping well just now at such difficult times for everyone, but we're slowly getting through there day by day, so keep strong, keep well. And we're finishing today's video in the beautiful little harbour town of Crail. As you can see, having this on your doorstep's absolutely total privilege. So hope you guys have enjoyed watching, and please like, subscribe and share if you can, and until the next time, take care.